Joining us now for a reaction and the latest developments out of Venezuela, our political panel, Grant Stern, executive editor of Occupy Democrats, and also with us, Melanie Collette, former vice chair of the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women. Good morning to you both and welcome.
Good morning.
Grant, we'll start with you. Your reaction to the extradition and upcoming court appearance of Venezuelan dictator Nicolás Maduro, as well as America's role in its future. Well, Melanie, if you can hear us, we'll go with you.
I can certainly hear you. Listen, when I first heard that this happened, of course, I think like every American, I was like, wait, what's going on? But then, of course, when you get the opportunity to hear the details from President Trump and his administration and from the military, from Pete Hegseth, you understand exactly what is going on. That this was no invasion. This was extracting a criminal. You know, we don't just indict people for the sake of indicting them. We don't put bounties on their head just for the sake of doing that. We want them to be accountable for their crimes. So that's what was done here. And then when you look at the layers of reasons why America decided to do this, not the least of which was extracting a criminal and holding them accountable for their crimes, but for the corruption, for how close they are in our neighborhood. They're right in our neighborhood. And in the report you did just now, you have other bad actors who are planning all kinds of strategic wars and military actions right in our backyard. And what America First means that we don't wait until they're at our doorstep. It means we're strategically watching and making sure that we're protecting the American people. So there were several reasons for President Trump to do this, and I applaud him for his bravery.
So we have to get Grant's reaction. I know, Grant, you probably have been crying all weekend, saying Trump is bad for going forward and doing this. But I just want to, before you respond, I just want to actually remind our viewers and you that actually Biden came up with the bounty, increased the bounty to $25 million for information for the arrest of President Maduro. President Trump just executed it. What's the problem?
Well, here's the problem. This is not a regime change. This is simply a change of face. And it's not just a change of face, but it's actually bringing someone more cunning and more sophisticated into the de facto interim presidency of a very illegitimate Venezuelan government. The United States hasn't recognized the Venezuelan government since 2017. Only 40 countries recognize the current Venezuelan government as the de facto rulers of the country, right? 24 out of 25 state governorships in Venezuela, which are federal territories there, belong to the Socialista Party. The socialists, the Maduro Party, controls pretty much all of that. They control 85% of the National Assembly. And the timing of this is going to prove very interesting because the start of the new National Assembly in Venezuela is today. Delcy Rodriguez, the interim de facto president, will be making the State of the Country address today. And the fact that Donald Trump did not have a plan for the day after is a problem because Machado did win the last election legitimately. And of course, it remains to be seen why Donald Trump made this decision not to support her, because a new election is pretty much going to hand this job on a permanent basis to the interim de facto president, Delcy Rodriguez, and perhaps give her a legitimacy and give her Socialist Party a legitimacy that it actually lacked under Maduro. So I don't think that this is a great idea from a political and strategic perspective. And from a constitutional perspective, I think it's very flawed.